in this video, we're going to look at what to do in a situation like this, where you've been knocked down to the ground. Either you've been punched or you've been tripped, pushed, and you've fallen down and you're on the ground. Your attacker is above you, and potentially from here they could kick you, they could stomp down on you, or worst case scenario, come over the top and start raining down punches on you, all right? Shit's position to be in. We don't plan on being in this position for very long, so we're going to show you what to do to successfully defend yourself, get up and escape as quickly as possible. So the first thing you need to do, if you'll find yourself here on the ground, is get into a defensive position. So what that means is tucking your chin in nice and tight, okay? Protecting your head, because we don't know who's around us, we don't know who's behind us, maybe his mates are behind us. So bringing our hands up nice and high, protecting our head, okay? From here now, we need to get something defensive separating me from the attacker, okay, to stop him being able to easily just come over the top and start doing damage, okay? Hit me right in the balls then, thanks for that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my feet up, just one foot, okay? So I'm going to bring my foot up like this, doesn't matter if it's left or right. Notice my feet are slightly arched to the side, they're not straight. The reason is if it's here, it gives my groin a bit better protection. It's also easier for me to kick him as well, because it gives me more surface area. If my feet are slightly kind of pointed to the side, if they're straight, he can easily move out the way, slip and get around my kick, okay? So my feet is going to come out a little bit. So from here, I'm going to start striking. If he gets too close to me, I'm going to strike, okay? I'm going to strike. And as he's moving around me, notice I'm basically just swiveling, okay? If he starts moving too quickly, I just change feet. That's all I'm doing. I'm just changing feet. And he's not getting around me, all right? So I'm just doing that, and if he gets too close, I'm going to tag his legs. Now, if I manage to get enough distance to escape, say I've landed a good kick, I've got two options, right? The first one is I essentially swivel on myself, okay? I'm only going to do this, mind you, if I've got enough room, enough distance to escape. Maybe someone's grabbed him, or maybe he's backed off, only if I feel it's safe to do so. Option number one is I kind of swivel on myself and I sprint that way. So I'm going to simply come around here and then I'm off. So the other option we can use to get up quickly, providing that our attacker is far enough away and we got the space, is to simply, we're going to go up onto our knees and stand up. We're not going to use our hands, all right, because our hands are protecting our head. So keeping our hands protecting our head, we're just going to use momentum, almost like a big sit-up. We're going to use momentum to flick ourselves up onto our knees and then stand up, okay? Now at this point, we can scan around. Now if this attacker is actually closer than I think, say he's running back into me, that's fine, I can just come back down and I'm back into my defensive position. Okay, I'm back here in my defensive position and we go again. All right, I'm only going to get up if it's safe to do so. If I've got enough room, I'm going up onto my knees and I'm here. Then the most important thing with this one is keeping these hands nice and high. We're not going to sacrifice our hands. People are kind of tempted to do this, but there could be things being thrown around, okay? So we need to keep our hands high when we're doing that one. So as I'm getting up, I'm using my hands here to cover myself from something being thrown at me.
Potential problem. Maybe you have bad knees. Maybe you are 120 kilos and then you struggle to do this. Some people struggle and you really need one hand to help yourself to get up, okay, without doing the first one that I said, okay? And also, if the opponent is in a halfway house distance, still I'm going towards him, I'm going too close to him. Okay, so again, this one I need to do it when it's safe to do so, we said, okay? So I'm gonna try to do a third thing, which is helping myself to get up with this hand, but still using one leg and one hand to protect myself, and to revert to the defensive position if necessary, okay? For instance, I'm gonna start getting up, and this leg is there, this leg is protecting me there. I'm controlling everything around me, and this hand is protecting me. If the opponent is coming, I can kick, I can revert to the position. Okay? And then in here, what I'm going to do is this leg is going to go there. And I'm going to go there, but protecting myself. If I miscalculate it and it's coming, I have still some edge to fight off. So now, imagine the situation, it happened yesterday in London, Manchester United hooligans against Manchester City hooligans. One of the Manchester City, I think, he didn't stand up soon enough, and he was badly knocked out on the floor. So if I have people around me, this is a messy situation, I really need to stand up. And then I need to be aggressive, I need to use combatives, not only self-defense, okay? So I need to kick and use my kicks, my arms, my cover to get up, to counter-attack from the floor, even from the disadvantaged position, and try to get up, protecting and kicking, okay? So Ryan is here, the Manchester United fan, pan, pan, and I'm kicking him, okay, but eventually I need to, bam, I need to go there, I need to be aggressive, I need to keep on covering, I need to run away. Slow motion, Ryan is battering me, people around, fighting each other, and then Ryan is kicking me, and then I need to find the way to be more aggressive, okay, and then standing on my feet.
So all of these escapes only work if you're already in that defensive position that we talked about. So this position here where you have the space and you can keep your opponent at bay and stop them getting onto you. But what if it's a bit late for that? What if they're actually already over the top of you, hammering down punches on you? Well, it's a bit late now. I'm not getting out of this position very easily, right? I'm not getting up and out. The escapes that we looked at won't work, all right? I need to get into that defensive position first before I can look at escaping. So I need to get into my defensive position, all right? The first thing I'm going to do in this situation is I'm going to bring my hands up to cover from the strikes, all right? Now, I could start striking the groin, but I'm not going to try and outstrike my attacker in this situation because the odds are all against me, okay? So I need to first of all cover, and then I need to get into my defensive position, right? And I'm going to do that simply by pushing off that leg and then get in space. And now we've reset. Now I'm in that defensive position, and now we can start working, trying to get some space. If I land a good shot, and now I'm here. So this is a really good one to train full contact in the gym. So we're going to publish a video soon that's going to show you how you can train this easily with your friends or with your training partners, etc. We're also going to do a video soon about how to do this with multiple attackers, which is probably more aligned to the threat that we face because most assaults involve 2 or more attackers. What if, though, your attacker is already on top of you and they've got you in what we call a full mount position? Well, luckily we've done a video looking at how you can defend yourself in that situation. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check out this video here.